Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
He's going to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry up. To the air. It's Burns. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. And the Bruins get it past the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Easy. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. To the ground with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Whitehead. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Touchdown, TCU.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Bulldogs offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To throw, it's Burns. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, TCU.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Power football with the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 14, UCLA 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to throw, it's Stoneburner. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
On second down, just keeps firing. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They keep attacking through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the misfire, it's second down. The run from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, TCU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll call for the fair catch here. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score.
They stripped it out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
Finds his man. It's Stokes. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Looking to throw, it's Burns. Flips it out in the flat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stokes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st down from the 11. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. The ball squirts free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Try to get it on the ground. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Bowling Green is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumps all over that.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive.
Picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And they'll take over.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
To the air, it's Stoneburner. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Stokes. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Burns. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
First down for the offense.
Motion from the offense. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will give him the lead. On to attempt the try.
Number 16. In the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back to pass, it's Stoneburner. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Horned Frogs will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The sure hands, it's Whitehead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UCLA 28, TCU 24.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Stoneburner. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Defense in press coverage. They'll run play action. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Burns. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle.
He's loose down the left side. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Back to pass, it's Stoneburner. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Cradles it at the 35. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He wants a big play here late. And incomplete on the deep ball. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Dennis. Oh, ball's out!
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few 1st downs. This one's over.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David. Now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Bruins pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning those individual